Assalamu alaikum students. Our today's topic is dividing polynomials by a binomial. So we already learned how to divide by a monomial when we used to have one term in the denominator. Today we will learn how to divide with a binomial when you have two terms. So for a binomial we used to simply follow three steps. Factor the numerator. Now there were four different types of factorization we learned. The first was just look for the GCF, second one was difference of squares, third one was slip and slide, and the fourth one was the grouping method. When there were four terms given and you were grouping them and then you were factoring those. So here the first step would be factor the numerator, cancel out the common factors, and the remaining factor is your final answer. So I'm going to factor this numerator. I know I have to look for the factor of 8 so that the two terms add up to 7. The two factors add up to 7, and those two factors are I need a negative 8 when I multiply, so I have 8 and negative 1. When I multiply I get a negative 8, and when I add them I get a positive 7. So the two factors are x plus 8 and x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. I have it here. Now these two factors are being multiplied with each other. There is no plus or minus sign in between. Now I can cancel one of the common factor in the numerator and the denominator. This divided by this gives me 1. Now the remaining factor is your final answer. So my final answer is x plus 8. This is my final answer. So what we have to actually do is to factor the numerator using any of the four factorization method and then cancel one of the method. We can only cancel because there is no addition in between. If they were added, then we cannot cancel. Okay, let's do some more examples. This one. I can factor out the numerator by using difference of squares. Both are squared term and there is a minus. I can only apply difference of squares when it's a minus sign in between. So my two factors would be y plus 5, y minus 5. Okay, divided by what I have in the denominator, y plus 5. Now if I see any common factor in the numerator and in the denominator, I can cancel that common. This divided by this gives me 1. Like 5 divided by 5 gives me 1. The only factor I'm remaining with is y minus 5, which is my final answer. So if we divide y squared minus 25 with y plus 5, we get y minus 5. Let's do one more example. Applying the numerator, I can see a binomial in the denominator, two terms binomial. What I can factor out here is only by using GCF. In both the terms, 2x is a greatest common factor. I get x plus 8 and here I have x plus 8. Okay, I can factor out this and I can factor out this. I only have 2x remaining. This is my final answer. Let's do one more, slip and slide. So here I'm gonna slip this number multiplies with this and becomes my new factor, becomes y squared minus 7y minus 18. Now I have seen most of the students, they do this step but they forget to divide by the actual number they multiplied with. So the two numbers which gives me 7 would be 9 times 2, right? 9 and 2 will give me 18, and negative 9 and plus 2 will make it a negative 7, right? So my two factors would be y minus 9 and y plus 2 divided by, don't forget to put this, don't forget to divide by the original number 3 and 3, and here I will get y minus 3, which I copied down from here. Don't forget to divide by the original number you multiplied with the two factors. Okay, So my two factors, I get actually y 9 divided by 3 is y minus 3. I can't divide it, so this slides up with that variable and becomes 3y plus 2 over y minus 3. I do see a common factor. I cancel it out, and the final answer I'm left with is 3y plus 2. Let's do 2 more examples. This is the easiest topic. I wanted to take the quiz before this, but now I guess after division we can do. Let's do the same process. It's the same thing. Let's rewrite into the fraction form. It can be written as 4x squared minus 3x minus 10 divided by x minus 2. I'm going to do slip and slide method, which makes it x squared minus 3x minus 40 divided by x minus 2. Factor out the two factors, which makes it 40 is I guess the two factors would be 8 times 5. Yeah, 8 times 5 gives me 40, and 8 minus 5 gives me 3. So the two factors would be x, I need a negative, so minus 8, and x plus 5. 8 times 5 is a negative 40, negative 8 times 5, and this plus this gives me negative 3. Make sure to divide by 4. Okay? Whole divided by x minus 2. Don't forget this part. When I reduce it, it becomes x minus 2 and 4x plus 5 over x minus 2. Now they both have same factor. X minus 2 is one factor, and here is the one factor. They can cancel out, and my final answer I'm left with is, now let's do the last one where we have 4 terms. I'm gonna write this in the fraction form. So it is gonna be x cubed minus x squared y minus 6x plus 6y divided by x minus y. I'm gonna group them up. Now here I have seen some of you having problems. Factor from these two, I can factor out the smallest exponent one, which is x squared. I'm left with x minus y. Now here I'm gonna factor out negative 6. Okay, I'm gonna factor out this negative 6. So when I factor out this negative 6, don't forget to put sign here. I'm gonna left with negative 6 divided by this gives me only x, and negative 6 divided by this positive 6 gives me a negative y. Now the two factors in the numerator are x minus 6. Most of your students forget to put the sign x minus 6 and x minus 5. They both are common now. I cannot cancel at this point because they are not in the factored form. There is something which is subtracted. I can only cancel if they are in the factored form, like meaning they are being multiplied by each other. Now I can cancel these, and I'm remaining with only x minus 6 as my final answer. I hope you understand the concept. Assalamu alaikum.